Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Holy Happy Hour. I'm your host, Josh, and I'm super excited about this series because if you guys haven't already, I'm sure most of you have, but if you haven't already watched The Office, then you get to watch it with me for the first time, and I'm super excited about that. So it is the Holy Happy Hour, though, so we are going to be watching it through a Catholic perspective for the holy part, but happy part, we are also going to be pouring a drink and enjoying some time together as friends in fraternal community. Maybe if there's some women out there watching as well, I know we got some of those as well. You guys can join the fraternity for tonight as we watch The Office through a Catholic perspective. Now, I came up with this idea when I was talking with my wife at a marriage retreat about just some of the things I love to do and how I love to watch TV shows. I love movies. Actually, a couple of my very first jobs ever were family video, which leave a comment if you've ever been into a family video. If you guys are under the age of 20, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, it's like a Blockbuster. And the only reason some of you younger guys know what Blockbuster is because of Captain Marvel. But yeah, a video rental place. And so I literally worked at a place that we rented out movies. And so I got to talk to people all the time of, what'd you think of that movie? I haven't seen it yet. And they're like, oh, it's terrible. Don't watch it. Or this is one of the best movies ever. And so I just, yeah, had a lot of fun conversing about movies. It got me into watching things that I don't think I ever would have watched. And then even better, I worked at a movie theater, and this was in college, and it's still to this day was my favorite job ever. I know missionary will take over that role. Being a focused missionary will definitely take over that role of being the best job ever. But oh my gosh, that job was so much fun. I was working with high school kids, and I thought it was so much fun. That's how great the job part actually was. So what I loved about it the most was, again, the aspect of communicating and talking about movies. What'd you think? I haven't seen it yet. Don't ruin it for me, but I can't wait to see it. But we actually got to see some of the movies early because, they send it and I used to have one on the desk, but it just came in a little basically look thumb drive looking thing. You know how they used to come in the big reels. Again, you younger people don't know what I'm talking about, but it used to come in the big reels. Now it comes in a tiny little thumb drive looking thing. But you have to make sure there's no defects. You obviously don't want Avengers Doomsday coming out and you sitting in the theater and all of a sudden it's just scratched and it's not coming out clear. So we get to watch them ahead of time. And so yeah, I just had a blast being able to do that with especially my boss. He was the best. I don't know if he watches these, but Corey, if you watch this, you were the best boss ever. You're always so much fun. But he did hold us to a higher standard, and I think that's why the staff was so great. But anyway, we're not going to waste too much of your time. Like and subscribe if you guys want to follow along. We are going to watch the entire series of The Office. So we're going to be watching from the beginning, episode 1. One of my favorites. People say skip season 1. It's not worth it. We're going to watch season 1, so you guys can suck it up and watch it because it is so great. There's some amazing stuff. We are going to get through the awkwardness, but there's some brilliant stuff that is said, acted, everything. So I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm really kind of giddy about this series. We're gonna watch the entire series. Each episode that we do on the podcast, we're gonna be watching it. And now I know if you guys are familiar with The Office, maybe you're more like Kelly, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a watching party, not a pausing party. But maybe you're like Michael Scott, who do want to pause it and you want to talk about what we just saw and what just happened. That's what we will be doing. It will be a pausing party and a watching party, but we'll be pausing it as well because I want to look at it through a Catholic perspective. And sometimes that's going to be how someone is really portraying a Catholic or Christian or just virtuous way of living or acting or whatever. And then I also want to obviously look at the ways that people are not so virtuously living. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen and we are going to get it going. Share screen. Allow. The Office. All right. Here we go. Season 1, episode 1. And I don't know if I have commercials off and stuff, but I guess we'll see. The most iconic theme song in history. So good. I will also be giving you guys fun facts about The Office throughout this as well. So, the good old Dundee.
All right, Jim, your quarterlies look very good. How are things going at the library?
Oh, I told you I couldn't close it, so.
So you've come to the master for guidance? Is this what you're saying, Grasshopper?
Actually, you called me in here. But yeah.
All right, well, let me show you how it's done. Yes, I'd like to speak to your office manager, please. Yes, hello. This is Michael Scott. I am the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Products. Just wanted to talk to you, manager.
I love it. There's so many people in this first
right, done
scene,
deal.
first episode,
Thank you very much, sir.
that you'll never see
You're a
again.
gentleman and a scholar. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. My mistake. That was a woman I was talking to. So she had a very low voice. Probably smoker. So.
Okay, so first of all, best opening scene ever. I love this scene. It's so great. But how many of us can relate with Michael Scott here? Like, I'm guilty of this. I hope. I'll have to ask my wife. She'll tell me the truth. I hope I'm not as guilty of it now. But how we can kind of be humble and we can want others to do well and we want to grow in our faith. But all of a sudden, you get around those people, or maybe it's around your boss, or maybe it's your wife or your friends. But there's some people that bring out pride in you. You want to look good in front of them. And obviously for Michael, it's not Jim that he wants to look good in front of. Him and Jim have been working together for years at this point. He wants to look good for the camera crew. And so if you guys aren't aware, that's what this whole show is. It's a documentary crew that's going and they're filming the whole office and basically the entire company, from Michael Scott to Daryl in the warehouse. They're filming the entire group. And so every time the camera comes around, though, you're going to see a whole bunch of pride and vanity and everything come out of Michael. Such a great virtuous character in a lot of ways, but man, pride is one thing that he struggles with. And guys, sorry, I think I have like the ads on too, so that's my bad.
So that's the way it's done. I've been at Dunder Mifflin for 12 years, the last 4 as regional manager. When I come through here, see, we have the entire floor. So this is my kingdom, far as the eye can see. This is our receptionist, Pam. Pam Beasley. Pam has been with us for forever. Right, Pam?
Well, I don't know.
If you think she's cute now, you should have seen her a couple of years ago.
What?
Okay, so I just have to point out one thing. So for some of the ladies, maybe you're like, man, I just want a good Catholic guy. Pay attention to Pam and how she presents herself and how she dresses. It is super, super modest. And I promise you that any of the good Catholic men that I know would find that very attractive. All the low cut stuff or real tight things. Not only do we find it uncomfortable that like you're wearing it, but it's also uncomfortable to be around that too. Like we don't want other people looking at you as well. Like the modesty that Pam has is absolutely beautiful. And that's why, like, honestly, she's always been one of my big, like, celebrity or like, and not celebrity because not celebrity crush, but like character crush, I guess would be a good word. So
messages?
Yeah, just a fax.
Oh. Pam, this is from corporate. How many
know,
times have I told you that there's a special filing cabinet for things from corporate?
You haven't told
It's
me.
called the waste paper basket. Look at that. Oh, look at that face. People say I am the best boss. They go, God, we've never worked in a place like this before. You're hilarious.
it's in vain. That name is in vain.
You get the best out of us. I think that pretty much sums it up.
I used to have that mug.
I found it at Spencer Gifts.
Okay, so this was actually the scene that I used as the example when I was telling my wife about this project. I'm like, what if we did this project and this is what we do, kind of like when Jim says I'm boring myself talking about this. And she brought up how like she tells me that all the time. Like when I'm bored, like we always think bored is such a bad thing, but that honestly should be something we strive for. We just recently read in our discipleship group a book on leisure by it's like Piper or Pieper or something like that. Joseph Pieper, I believe. You guys comment below if that's wrong. It's something like that. But it's the art of leisurely living and how we should be seeking out to do things that have no ends. Now, obviously, in the workplace, it's a little different, but that feeling of boredom, like he's making it seem like it's such a bad thing. But honestly, boredom's not a bad thing. That's where your mind actually starts to get creative. Can you think about like if you were to actually be like a child? Our kids, we want our kids to grow up in the 90s, so we don't have a TV in the house. And so if you think about it, well, we have one, but it's got a DVD player in it, and yeah, we don't have a whole lot of stuff. But our kids don't have things to do, and they'll just be sitting around. There's no TVs on. They don't have tablets, nothing like that. They get super creative. All of a sudden, they're adjusting each other and playing chiropractors. Like, we need to allow ourselves to get bored. Once we get older, man, these bricks and computers and work and everything just take over our life. But that was the scene, though.
What?
Anybody remember those commercials?
7 years.
What? What's up?
Dwight.
What's up?
This is why people don't like the first season. It's how awkward it is.
What? Nothing. Okay. All right. See you later.
All right.
Something similar like that happens in an
Take care.
episode, like in season 3, 4,
Back
or
to work.
5, something like that. It's like, what? And he's like, I think Stanley coughed. Oh, it's Jim's barbecue.
Hey. Oh, hi.
We're back.
I don't know. Just before lunch, that was great.
Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Jan Levinson Gould. Jan,
hello. Yeah.
I call her Hillary Rodham Clinton. Right? Not to
Oh
her
my
face,
God.
because, well, not because I'm scared of her. Because I'm not. But, yeah.
All right. Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Me no get an agenda.
I have a question for you guys
I'm
coming up.
What? I'm sorry.
I didn't get any agenda.
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
Really? Because I didn't, did we get a fax this morning?
Yeah, the one.
Why isn't it in my hand? Because the company runs on efficiency of communication, right?
Still trying to look good for the camera.
So what's the problem, Pam? Why didn't want to get it?
You put it in the garbage can that was a special filing cabinet.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was a joke that was actually my brother's, and it was it was supposed to be with Bill's, and it doesn't work great with fax.
Okay, so this is the question I have. I don't know. This may be a stretch, but I feel like we just saw the differences in calumny and detraction. But no, I don't think we did, though. I don't know. So you definitely had calumny, like the lying to like make yourself like to get ahead, and so he was lying about the not getting the facts and like it being Pam's fault. Like, why isn't it in my hand? And making a lie about it so he doesn't get in trouble and she does. I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not calumny. And I for some reason was picturing detraction, but because she's telling the truth but making him look bad. But that's no, that wouldn't be detraction though, because it's not like she's purposely trying to make her look bad. She's just standing up for herself. Okay, so but answer me in the comment section if you guys believe that was calumny.
Do you want to look at mine?
Yeah, I would. Thanks.
Okay. Since the last meeting, Alan and the board have decided that we can't justify a Scranton branch and a Stanford branch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, Michael,
No,
don't panic.
no.
Listen.
This is
No,
good.
no.
This is good.
Michael,
This is fine.
Listen, okay,
Excellent.
don't panic.
All
We
the
haven't
alarm
made
bells
it-
are kind of going.
We haven't made any decisions yet. I've spoken to Josh and Stanford.
Okay.
I've told him the same as you, and it's up to either you or him to convince me that your branch could incorporate the other.
Okay, no problem.
This does, however, mean that there's going to be downsizing.
Me no want to hear that, Jan, because downsizing is a bitch. It is a real bitch.
I don't know if I need to bleep
And
stuff
I
out or
wouldn't
not.
Wish that on Josh's men. I certainly wouldn't wish it on my men or women, present company excluded. Sorry. Is Josh concerned about downsizing himself? Not downsizing himself, but is he concerned about
Well,
downsizing?
So fun fact about the show is they actually, so first of all, the Office, to make it seem very realistic and to make them feel like they were in a workspace, they said that they would have to get there at 8 a.m. and they would start working, and they're working, they'd fake work. All the computers worked, they had internet, everything, that they said they would literally get on, like pay their bills, or they would be on like email and emailing friends back and forth and having conversations with people in IM within the office. But they wanted them in there, and they had like actual phone calls coming in and stuff. They wanted it to actually feel like a real workplace so that they could get this feel of like, these people actually work close quarters together. So like when what we're about to see is Dwight and Jim kind of getting onto each other and stuff, or like messing with each other, it makes more sense. But a lot of the scenes, they gave them the script and like these things are said, but then a ton of it was given to them for like liberties. And you'll see that later in the show a lot more. You can kind of tell. But Michael Scott was always given the freedom to ad lib wherever. So that's one of those first scenes where he's just like, is Josh worried about downsizing himself? And then you see him kind of think of it. He's like, no, not downsizing himself, but downsizing. It was a ad lib, which is what he did. And usually they break after. If you guys want to see something really funny, go watch bloopers of The Office. I think it's funnier than the show.
Question: how long do we have to act?
Oh gosh. Okay, Todd Packer may have to
Terrific
bleep
rep.
out
Mind if I
everything.
take it?
I think Michael says at one point, like, get the
Pac-Man.
bleep button ready.
Hey, you big queen.
Oh, that's not. Appropriate.
Hey, is old Godzilla coming in today?
Oh,
I don't know.
my
I don't
gosh.
know what you mean.
Look, I've been meaning to ask her one question. Does the carpet match the drapes?
Oh my God! Oh.
Oh, that's that in vain again.
That's horrifying. Horrible person.
So do you think we could keep a lid on this for now? I don't want to worry people unnecessarily.
No, absolutely. Under this regime, it will not leave this office just like that.
Okay, so we all know Todd Packard. For you guys that have seen the show, he's always like that. He's never normal. So that just shows a little bit. Let's talk about the good side of things. Michael sees the best in everybody. Obviously, he's freaking out about downsides. Like, oh my gosh, the thought of losing anybody in the office, which you're going to see later. A lot of these people, like Phyllis, for example, right here, like right above my finger. Phyllis was actually one of the casting directors. Like, she was part of the audition process, and they just loved her, and the actors loved her, so they put her in the show, and she ended up being an actor for the entire thing. But Michael Scott always sees the best in all of his employees. So even the fact of like wanting to fire someone later on in an episode, like 3 or 4, like firing Creed, who's like literally useless. He can't do it. He's like, no, like I need him. Like, he's family. And that's such a great virtuous way to think. Like, we should all see the best in people until they give us a reason not to see the best in them, and then just keep them at arm's length, I guess.
You can't do that. Why not? Safety violation. I could fall and pierce an organ.
We'll see.
I love him.
See, this is why the whole downsizing thing just doesn't bother me.
Downsizing? Downsizing?
Okay, so first of all, Dwight and Jim, in my opinion, once you've seen the whole show and you've watched it 10 times like I have, Jim and Dwight are best friends. And they are so close, and they actually do care about each other, because only someone could like act like this and do things like this, and the things you're going to see throughout the entire show, all these pranks and all these things, only people who have a great rapport and relationship could actually survive and actually keep living with someone or working with someone like that.
I have no problem with that. I've been recommending downsizing since I first got here. I even brought it up in my interview. I say, bring it on.
Just
And that is not the building they
Relax.
use.
Everything's under control. Yeah. Oh, that's important. Right. Oh, this is so important. I should run to answer it.
Can you imagine how annoyed you would be if you were Pam? Like, you were just in that meeting and he lied about it, trying to make you look bad. And luckily Jane didn't fall for it all. She understood it was Michael, but just for him to turn around and do this again, this would be so tough. It takes a lot of self-control from Pam. That's why people don't like the first season.
$6 million man, Steve Austin. Actually, that would be a good
I
salary
would love to
for
see
me,
that
don't you
Employee of
think?
the Month plaque. I
$6 million?
guarantee you either
Memo
all
to
three
Jan.
say Dwight, or it's like
I
Michael
deserve a
Scott,
raise.
Dwight, Michael
Don't we
Scott.
all?
I'm sorry.
It's nothing.
If you're unhappy with your compensation, maybe you should take it up with HR. Okay? Not today, okay? Pam, just be professional.
Prudence. Michael Scott has absolutely zero prudence. He's always saying things he shouldn't say, doing things he shouldn't do, and just sharing way too much. Everybody knows about downsizing so fast. Literally the same day that Jan came and said, "Let's keep this under wraps." So we got to use prudence, guys. Sometimes it's good to share stuff, but like struggling with lust and stuff, I'm gonna be more prudent if I'm sharing that with a crowd of people that there's females present versus if I'm sharing it with a guy that's just sitting there with coffee, me and him having coffee. So yeah, prudence.
Is. So
Okay, you tell him with my permission.
I don't need your
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Corporate has deemed it appropriate to enforce an ultimatum upon me. And Jan is thinking about downsizing either the Stanford branch or this branch.
So many people in that
closing
room
this branch down.
not there.
That's just
And hey,
a rumor going around. This is my first day. I don't really know.
Yeah, but Michael, what if they downsize here?
not gonna happen.
It could be out of your hands, Michael.
It won't be out of my hands, Stanley. Okay, I promise you that.
Oh, can you promise that?
On his mother's grave.
Well, what? No. Well, yeah, it is a promise. And frankly, I'm a little bit insulted that you have to.
Dwight is so loyal. You're going to see it through the whole show. He's so loyal to a fault, but he is so loyal. And man, if we just all were friends to others like him, to a pit, like if we're 75% the friend that Dwight is, our relationships will be so much better. Like he is so loyal. He's always there. You're going to see that throughout the entire show, that he is one of the most loyal people you ever meet. And that's why towards the end of the show, he's the only person left. Okay. Anyway,
Keep asking about it.
sorry.
It's
I
just that
started
we
saying
need
that.
to
I was
know.
like, that's kind of a spoiler.
I know. Hold on a second. I think Pam wanted to say something. Pam, you had a look that you wanted to ask a question just then.
I was in the meeting with Jan, and she did say that it could be this branch that gets the axe.
Are you sure about that? Pam, maybe you should stick to the ongoing confidentiality
Yeah.
agreement of meetings.
Pam, information is power.
So you can't.
Maybe Dwight's doing a really great job of, St. Paul when he says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. This is maybe just his version of imitating Michael as he imitates the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin. If you've ever been to an office party, you always see this.
What is the problem here?
You always see this.
Put my stuff in jello again. That's real professional. Thanks. It's the third time, and it wasn't funny the first
All right,
time.
all right.
It's
It's the
okay
third
here.
time.
But people sometimes take advantage because it's so relaxed.
Oh, man.
I'm a volunteer sheriff's deputy on the weekends, and you cannot screw around there. It's sort of one of the rules.
What is that?
It's my staple.
No. Do not take it out. You have to eat it out of there because there are starving people in the world, and which I hate, and it is a waste of that kind of
Okay,
food.
you know what? You can be a witness. Can you reprimand him, please?
How do you know it was me?
It's always you. Are you going to discipline him or not?
Ooh, discipline. Kinky. All right. Here's the deal, you guys. Thing about a practical joke is that you have to know when to start as well as when to stop.
Yeah.
And Jim, now is the time to stop putting Dwight's personal effects
It
into
is.
Jello.
Okay. Dwight, I'm sorry because
Look at that computer screen.
I've always been your biggest fan.
Nice. That's the way it is around here. It just kind of goes around and around.
You
and around.
you should have put him in custody.
Oh, hey, yes, new guy. And he scores.
Okay, that's great. I guess what I'm most concerned with is damage to company property. That's all.
Oh, gosh.
Pudding. I'm trying to think of another dessert to do.
Hey, hold up.
That's just another great example of why people don't like the first season. I absolutely love it. It's so good. But man, and it's going to a commercial, so we'll be cutting after this. But isn't it so great to see this and then reflect on our own lives? It's like, who is it in our group that sometimes when we're having fun and we're joking around, and there's always, it seems to be that friend that gets the butt end of the joke, and I know in college we had that guy, and it's always it tends to be good to check in on that person because they can typically take it, but after a long time, you got to make sure that they can actually take it because Dwight's actually getting pretty ticked off, and he says the third time. This is the third time this has happened. Okay, we're gonna cut from this commercial, and then we'll be back in the next scene. All right, welcome back.
Do you like going out at the end of the week for a drink?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we're all going out, so that we can have an end of the week drink.
So when are we going out?
I don't know, tonight, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Wow. Hi, baby.
Hey. Roy's my fiance. We've been engaged about 3 years, and we were supposed to get married in September, but I think we're gonna get married in the spring. Do you mind if I go out for a drink with these guys?
No, come on. Let's get out of here. Go home.
Okay. I'm gonna be a few minutes, so it's only 20 past 5. I still have to do my faxes.
You know what? You should come with us because
Looks like he's just carrying a garbage bag or
chance for you
something.
to see what people are like outside of the office. I think it could be fun.
No, it sounds good.
Oh no.
Seriously, we gotta get going.
Yeah.
So awkward.
What's in the bag?
Still ought to talk to her later.
No, definitely. All right, dude. Awesome.
All right, so I love this, and this is that time if this is your first time watching it, you're like, oh, she's engaged. Now all of a sudden, everything we've seen up to this, knowing her favorite mixed berry, and this is the second time already we've seen him at her desk, and it's just kind of like, this is inappropriate. This is not great. No, obviously Jim's in love with her and whatever and all this stuff, but there's these boundaries you can't cross, and as an engaged person, especially, like we would have to make sure that if we found this in the workplace that we would cut it off. So you're going to see some very unprofessional behavior, but at the end of the day, I think Pam just needs some gonads to be able to make a tough decision, because obviously how he's acting is a complete joke. He ends up being a great guy, but he is acting like a complete joke. But Jim is a great guy for her and all this stuff, and she wants to be with him, and it's just a roller coaster of emotions. So if you haven't seen this yet, get ready.
Corporate just said that I don't
You
want
got a
to.
fax.
Oh, thank you, Pam. Pam, can you come in here for a second? Just have a seat. I was going to call you in anyway. Ryan. As you know, there's going to be downsizing, and you have made my life so much easier in that I am going to have to let you go first.
What? Why?
Why? Well, theft and stealing.
Stealing?
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to have stolen?
Post-it notes.
Post-it notes?
Yeah, God.
What are those worth, like 50 cents?
50 cents. Yeah. You steal 1,000 Post-it notes at 50 cents a piece, and, you've made a profit margin. Go.
How does he manage a business?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. I mean, I've never even stolen as much as a paperclip, and now you're firing me.
But the best thing about it is that we're not going to have to give you any severance pay, because that is gross misconduct, and they'll just clean out your desk. I'm sorry.
Michael, wrong place, wrong time, dude. Oh, he's got such a good heart.
Human X punk.
I don't know what he was trying to say there.
We were joking around. See, okay, he was in on it. He was my accomplice, and there was just kind of a morale booster thing, and we were showing the new guy around, kind of giving him the feel of the place. So, we totally got. You're a jerk. I don't know about that.
Man, we've got to be careful who we surround ourselves with, because who knows when you could be put in a situation whether it's like you're good friends with someone and then all of a sudden it's like them speaking heresy or like doing something stupid they shouldn't be doing or whatever, and you're incorporated with it now. You're a part of that group. You're associated with what that person's doing. And you see Ryan, now he's got no choice. It's just a temp, and he was asked to bring in the office. But oh my gosh, it's so funny. His face is just like, it's almost like he didn't know this was going to happen, like the actor in general. And now, if you don't know, BJ Novak's like one of the big producers and big writers on the show. But oh man, so funny for his face in that scene. And but she kind of looks at him too, like, "Are you serious? Were you in on this?" But his face, just like, I had no idea what was going on. And then this awkward like ad lib right here. Like, do you want to see this?
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
Good. I thought you were going out for a drink with.
Oh, no.
He wanted to go out there.
How's your headache?
Fun fact, when me and my wife met, she also worked for me. So it's kind of unprofessional, but I asked everybody if they wanted to go out for a drink. Everyone said no. She said yes. So we ended up going out and drink by ourselves, and now we're married. So maybe that was Jim's plan all along. Jim, is this where I got the plan? Let's just press play.
It's better.
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is
Yeah.
Are you
You can tell like the camera crew.
Milwaukee,
Think about
yeah.
the documentary
Yes.
crew is all of a sudden filming everything
Yes,
you're doing
I-
at work.
do you
and
wanna-
that's why
Yeah.
everything's
Right,
awkward.
Great. Let me just. Oh, Roy.
Yeah. Listen, have a nice weekend.
Yeah, definitely. You too. Enjoy it. You know, just
I'd have to keep myself busy with pranks too. Oh, all right. So we are gonna have a blast with this series. It's just so great, and there's so many great, virtuous, and good things that happen with people. We haven't even met and got to talk with much. Stanley or Oscar, Angela, and Kevin, Creed. Oh man, Creed and Meredith. We're gonna have to talk about a lot of crazy things. But we're gonna be pulling out the catechism. We're gonna be pulling out saint quotes and seeing what they have to say about how a certain situation would act. We may be even getting into the Truthly app as well to see like what Truthly thinks is some of the best virtuous acts in certain episodes. Like, I'm super excited for this episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, even without the commentary, I mean, it's just The Office. It's the best show ever. They actually have a spinoff now called The Paper, and this guy comes in as the chief editor. And anyway, he shows up. One of my favorite parts of the preview is when the actor who plays Oscar, he's in the show, and he just looks up and he's like, "Oh, not again!" And it's just, oh, it's so funny. So I haven't checked it out yet, but maybe worth it. So, but you guys like and subscribe, hit that alert bell, so you guys are alerted the next time we do another episode. Like I said, we're doing the entire series. We may have multiple episodes coming out each week. For now, it'll be once a week, but we may change that a little bit later because I do want to continue with the interviews too. So we've got some great guests lined up. So you don't want to miss out. We're just not getting everything kind of launched back up. Ever since I come back from new staff training, I'm now a focused missionary here in the Diocese of Tulsa, and just super excited to be in this role. But it did take some transition, and we are currently raising our mission support budget. And so we're fully responsible for raising every cent that goes into the mission we do. And so if you guys want to be a part of that, and that includes things we do on this show as well, you guys can use the link below. It's our focus support giving page. And even so, you're going to see it's going to say like 100, 150, 250. Man, even $10 a month helps us continue to grow the kingdom of God and hopefully create missionary disciples that will go out and make missionary disciples. You know, the famous verse, 2 Timothy 2:2 is we want to go out and teach others how to teach others. So if you guys are interested in supporting what we're doing, you guys can use the link below. But other than that, man, stick around because this Office series is going to be great. I'm so excited for it. I hope that I don't pause too much. I hope my comments over the top don't bother too much. Let me know in the comments below what you guys liked and didn't like, specifically what you didn't like about the episode, so I can continue to make it better. Because I want you guys to stick around. Let's watch the entire Office again together. So you guys have a great night. We will see you guys next week with Office Season 1, Episode 2, which I believe is either Diversity Day or the basketball game. You don't want to miss a single episode of this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we will catch you guys later. Like and subscribe, and you guys have a blessed week.